Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Arizona Cardinals. With that, let's get out to the desert. Standing by in Glendale, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They come in with even just a 500 season, an impossibility. 0-9.
And disaster has been striking everywhere for them. Offense, defense, special teams, coaching. It's just been a really, really rough year.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And the offense, my goodness, over 50 points in the win last weekend. When you do that, you're not going to lose very many games, maybe not any games.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, and that'll bring up second down. And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray, and that's complete to Jeffrey. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Murray again, 2nd and 10. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On 2nd down now. It's Henderson, and very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Great job, D. Great job.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone?
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A gain of 22.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
I got you. Check 13.
A first down carry here for Johnson. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Looking to throw on second down. Murray, and this is incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzama, the intended receiver, and it's third down. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Ready? 10 Lobo. Check, 43. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming.
They go play action here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. And the tight end, Zach Ertz, is key in this offense as we get a look at the starters.
Comes out of the factory known as Stanford, which keeps putting out tight ends. Zach Ertz, one of the better ones we've seen in recent years.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. We show you now the starters on the defensive side for Arizona. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
Stay with your man.
Now back to throw. And that is incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Murray now. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. That throw good for 4. It's second down. To throw again on second down. Murray, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. Murray now, 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Here's Murray. He gets this one to Johnson. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
On second down, Johnson. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. To throw on third down, Murray able to find Isabella. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The numbers for Johnson in last week's game: 20 carries, 90 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
Murray going to lead his guys up first and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
A false start backs him up 5, first and 15. Here's Johnson. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down. On second down, it's Johnson. David Johnson on his way, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's David Johnson who provides the capper as he scores on the touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
We get a look at what Ertz did receiving-wise last week. 7 catches, 73 yards. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
and he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Los Angeles. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Off the draw, here's Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down, almost back to the drawing board.
So that one will be accepted.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Here's Murray from midfield. And that'll be incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. They'll set up a throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Tackle made there by Buda Baker.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. It's a second down run with Sanders. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to fourth down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray, and he'll hit Jeffrey, complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray, and his throw's going to be incomplete. The Cardinals on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Murray now on first down. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals. First down, Murray. Complete, it's Johnson. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Give to Cook out of the gun.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Roughing the passer, defense.
They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
Johnson's got it complete. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. When you throw it this close to the goal line, usually you're thinking touchdown. Here they actually complete it but lose yardage.
When you're this close to the goal line, you have to anticipate that maybe you're going to see a defense that you can make a case that there's a...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. From 4 yards out. And the Cardinals push further out in front. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Here's Bullock now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. That time, a 9-play drive, and the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. On first down, it's Sanders. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 38. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Eagles on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got a man open. That's Marshall. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. They'll run on first down. Sanders. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. On second down, Jacobs. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 2 yards, good enough for a first. On first down, it's Sanders. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down.
Oh, and this is blocked. This is going the other way. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. And all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. David Johnson now gears up to help lead this offense back on the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it's going to be second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Got an open man. It's Scott. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Murray to air it out again. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down is Murray. Underneath for Johnson. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray, he's going to find Gallup here complete. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. Offensively, pretty good execution. Long drive, chews up the remainder of the first half clock, and they finish it off with 3 points.
And what's the best byproduct of the whole thing besides the fact that they got points on the board? They didn't leave the other team any time to mount a drive themselves.
Let's go!
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the game you're watching, it was the former #1 overall selection, Kyler Murray, who put on an absolute show. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Another run with Sanders. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd down and inches. And that is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one. I wonder if they just kind of outguessed themselves a little bit trying to run it on 3rd down. Probably should have gone to the air to try and pick it up. Instead, the punting unit will have to run on the field.
So here are the Cardinals to take over. They've lost 9 straight coming into this affair, and they've told us time and time again they are tired of hearing about it. Good news, they've got the lead right now as they start this drive 1st and 10. Here's Murray. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
We're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. A beautiful fake. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Murray now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Murray gets this one to Isabella. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. Murray going to throw.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets. And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Tight on this side, boys. Tight on the left. Tight on the left. Move. 4 down.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook.
That's where you belong.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Amazing, perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
So they'll walk him back half the distance.
43's the mic. 43's the mic.
Here's Sanders. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave him some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed them off with that run.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 13. It's caught. Smith. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 43-yard line. They're going to look to throw. Got his open man. It's Carr. First target, first catch, and a first down.
They brought in the heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
False start, offense.
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield, and spilling everything.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
False start, offense.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
That catch for his career is number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016.
Yeah, what could have been for him. So maybe now what we'll see is someone else continue to elevate their game and put this number well in his rearview mirror. I think 800, not out of line here.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. From the gun on third down, Murray able to find Isabella. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Passer defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Defensively, it was Avonte Maddox with a tackle. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. From the 16, Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Second down and goal. Murray toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third? He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, They're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support, but you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. From the gun, Murray. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Again, they were targeting Marshall there, but now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. It's caught by Sanders. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
It'll be an Arizona 1st down on a gain of 17. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
We got this. That's good.
And the challenge pays dividends. The ref overturns the play.
Everyone gets a bonus on this one, Brandon. The coach upstairs who signaled down and said challenge it, and the head coach for pulling the red flag.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Everyone's got 4 down.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. And he fires one incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the 1st down. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And on that last drive, Went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Back to throw now on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now back to throw. And he's got a man open. That's Marshall. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Now that turnover might just about do it. Here, fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
They begin the drive with Johnson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. This one caught by Isabella. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're march off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Again, it's Johnson. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. On 2nd down now. It's Johnson, and brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. On 2nd down, Cook. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Murray now. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
He's going to find Gallup here complete. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Here's Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Alshon Jeffrey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Bullock good on the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Benardrick McKinney, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. 2nd and long. And Sanders has got it complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Looking to throw. He's got Smith here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. They'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 14. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. James has got it, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. A 1-yard run on first down, another one on 2nd. Tell you, it doesn't do much for the yards per carry average, but it gets them 6 points.
And I just wonder in contract negotiations, do you show the 6 points scored or do you show the yards per carry
I'm
first?
showing the 6 points.
No doubt about it. And his team benefits. They don't care about yards per carry. They just care about points up on the board.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that will get them one closer. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cardinals' hands team able to secure the football. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll run it with Johnson. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And he connects with Ertz. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
You got nothing.
They'll set up a throw. And that's complete to Sanders. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Staying on his feet. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Cards, it's a win that's been a long time coming as they finally win one after 9 straight losses. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday afternoon at around 3:30 Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Dallas.